Thank you all for sticking with us through the break. We've been fully embracing the chaos of having two superhero teams meet, which, you know, there's never a misunderstanding in a fight. When we left off, Mortis had just transported himself, Centuria, Dr. Metropolis, and Professor Cephalopod minus the Octopod to the crossroads. Resident had melted the brains of Crucible and possibly Bulwark, which we did realize that Bulwark, I do need you to go ahead and make the will save on your turn to see if you either end the affliction or if it gets worse.
Oh, the second one or the first one?
So it's a second will save, yeah. On your turn, you would roll again to either end the affliction or it would get worse.
I got a 25.
Okay.
5
so
is exactly the number.
You will break free of it and it is no longer melting your brain.
Must be nice.
So, well, yeah, unfortunately, Ethan is still unconscious. So, Centuria, you're in the crossroads with an octopus, a metropolis, and a mortis.
With a giant octopus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How tall is she?
Me?
Uh-huh.
She's like 5'8".
Oh, the octopus might be longer than you.
Well, there's not really anything I can do. I guess, does Dr. Metropolis seem like he's acting different?
He's kind of shaking his head, like he's clearing, like shaking the cobwebs out of his head.
She'll let go of him and yell, "What's wrong with you?" at him.
Okay. I don't know. There was something affecting my.
Didn't Professor Cephalopod specifically say that he went face hugger on her?
I mean, yes.
I can pull the octopus off of him and then ask.
You probably could.
Gonna leave him with some hickeys.
I mean, he's made of concrete.
I mean, if we're doing just talking here, Cyrus can definitely move around so that he's not trying to kill the guy.
Well, I mean, he doesn't breathe. But yeah, no. So he says, you know, there was something wrong in the vicinity of Mars Tech. I don't know what was making me act like that.
What, homicidal?
Just filled with rage.
Yeah, we were picking up on that.
A little bit.
Okay. So what's the plan now, Mortis?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
We can't take him back.
Do you have to return to where you crossed over?
No, I don't think so. I've done it before where I haven't, so no.
Perhaps the best thing to do would be to have Mortis return me to freedom.
Would there be some? Yeah, we can meet up with Raven and figure out what our next steps in Emerald City need to be.
I want to go back and make sure everything's okay with that.
The octopus just goes cluck, 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 cluck.
Yeah, we have to return the octopus to her.
Metropolis will say, Mortis, take them back, then come back for me. I'll be fine here. All right. That takes us to Portal, back on the not world of the dead.
Ah! Keep going, Max, keep going! I can move 60 feet.
Uh-huh.
And I can create portals to travel through basically at will. So we're just as fast as we can getting out. And I want ideally like space between me and where, like I want to be on a side of the building where Metropolis is not, because I don't know that he's gone.
Right.
I want to get, my goal is to get Max out without Metropolis seeing that I got Max out.
So are you two like hugging, like as you're like dropping a floor?
No, I'm probably getting a lead because I'm actually behind him in initiative. So he's got to wait until I create a portal and he's coming in behind me. So we're kind of like, he's like right behind me as I'm just pop, 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 running as fast
I'm really
as
disappointed because I was totally picturing a Shaggy and Scooby situation.
Yeah, right. Like I was like carrying him down like a baby.
All right. So Portal.
I mean, if Max wants to, I did say, you know, I wouldn't mind him being my sugar daddy. So I'm on record.
I'm pretty
gonna
sure you didn't say that to
Portal,
him.
You are able to get yourself and Max down to the lobby because you knew where that was. You knew how far it was. So you could just go ahead and drop, you know, a portal all the way down to the lobby if you so wish.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
And just, yeah, start making our way for the opposite side of the building. How can, then I'm gonna stop, like, do you have a vehicle? Do you have a safe house? Where can we get you?
I don't want to flee. I don't know why Metropolis attacked me, but I would really prefer to speak with the League and figure out what prompted this.
Okay, at least stay here until we can get things calmed down.
I'm not of the habit of letting other people fight my fights for me.
We need your help. If anything happens to you, we're up a creek. You are the only person who has the understanding and knowledge we are hoping to get. You're not hiding, you are not exacerbating the problem.
He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a smartphone, and starts pulling up cameras around the building. I need to know what's happening out there.
Fair enough.
Professor C.
I mean, I am literally an octopus right now.
Yep.
An octopus in a space I've never seen before. So I'm gonna take all that in, and that's it.
Okay. Crucible.
I guess I will reposition myself from Metropolis onto
Not Metropolis.
Centuria.
yeah, probably Centuria.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of like the world's weirdest parrot.
I was thinking Yoda in the backpack.
Kind of, yeah,
You
yeah.
just got your arms around him. Sorry.
All right. Crucible's unconscious. Metropolis
Skip,
is
skip.
not taking any actions. Bowman.
Just gonna use the cape to fly over, get the bow, and fly back.
Okay.
I'll go a bit closer so I can see what's going on, but that's about it.
All right. Sure. Resident.
So President's going to look down at Bulwark and go, you know, you're right. I'm sorry. That wasn't quite the way to handle this. I think things got a little bit out of control. Do you have any way to communicate with your friends? Tell them
Somewhat.
to, can you get them to just meet us so we can maybe talk and stop all of this? I can help your friend over here.
Thank you. I'm right after a resident, right?
You are.
Resonant's gonna go over and pull on the power of her malachite.
Uh-huh.
So Bulwark will be able to see that her hair turns the color of emeralds, and her eyes are going to take on a teal hue, and she is going to recalibrate Crucible
Rebooting.
with her healing.
Reloading.
Rebooting.
D20 plus 13 for my roll. That is a 15.
Okay.
I believe it takes away his incapacitated, but still leaves him.
Still immobile and defenseless.
Yep.
I will call Portal.
Wait, didn't Crucible get us all communication devices?
Just me.
Freaking good was that?
The
Yeah,
octopus did.
You spent a point and gave us all. You spent a point to get 5 equipment points and gave us
Yeah, I
all.
was gonna say, I thought somebody
I
spent a
did
point to
that.
get us all
Right.
communicating.
That's right. Yes, you do. You do all now have comlinks.
So I will Portal, Keone. The woman with the ever-changing hair has calmed down, and it might be time for us to actually talk. If you come back to the 17th floor, whatever the floor is that he
All right.
dumped
Sounds
me on.
good. You were talking with your 2 fingers up to your hand again, weren't you? And I will create a portal and say, sounds like you can come with me now, Max. Things are safe, and we'll just.
Okay.
Am I on
at
the
this
same?
point,
Am I on the same floor as them?
you are at the moment. At this point, is anyone planning on doing anything offensive, or can we drop out of combat?
We can drop out of combat, I think.
I mean,
Everybody
I'm
needs to look at
still
Keone.
possible.
Bulwark watches Keone.
Resident made a friend. Bulwark's gonna interpose for me.
I might.
Portal's looking at all you crazy bastards.
I don't know
All right.
how Centuria is feeling about Moon right now. Or not Moon.
Mars.
Yeah, I went to Mars's book for some reason.
I don't know what you're
Mars
talking
right
about.
now, after figuring out that just being in the vicinity of his tower set what's his face off. So I don't know.
Well, we're not even there yet. We're still in the land of the dead.
Yeah, but
The
what's
pow-
gonna bring us back this
So-
turn?
So, what was that?
Don't know. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
And then I look back
Kristen?
over to the Freedom League and like, so, what was that?
All right. So Mortis will bring everyone back, except for Metropolis.
My whole body hurts, but only from my brain.
And now you're conscious to feel it.
Everyone will meet back in the vicinity of Max's office, or what was left of it.
Keone is
All
holding
right.
snowballs that she is juggling in her hand because she is suspicious of all of them.
Keone is suspicious of light bulbs.
Accurate.
Let's try this again. We are the Octo Squad. I'm Bulwark. This is Crucible, Portal, Professor Cephalopod, and Keone.
Wait,
I don't think we got your names.
hold on. Is Cephalopod not in the mech suit anymore?
No, when we came back, I came back to where the mech suit would have been.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
You
if I was
guys
staring at an
don't-
octopus or.
My entire team missed all of that.
Okay. Okay.
And Portal does very visibly, when he says Octa Squad, Portal very visibly just shudders like, oh.
Yeah, I think we got off on the wrong foot there with what happened to Dr. Metropolis. We're Freedom League Dark. I'm Resonant. I think you might know Centuria and Bowman, but this guy next to me, he's Mortis.
I think you've met a few of my friends or late friends.
Freedom League Dark. Anyone who does have an expertise that is either superhumans or pop culture or current events, give me a check real fast when you see Portal.
I have eidetic memory, so I can make
And
any
have
expertise
a
check.
moment to act. Now that you have a moment to, huh?
What about super villains?
Sure.
Okay.
I made a roll, but I got 12.
The same might apply for the members of the local heroes, dude.
So
I've already made the rolls.
I'm gonna spend my hero point
Bowman's
because
still over there going, it's okay. It's
Bowman
okay.
can
We'll never
go
be
back.
separated again.
Eidetic memory lets me roll with a +5 if I remember right. Right,
That is
Alex?
correct.
That is correct.
So intellect +5.
Yep.
Straight intellect check. Yep, Resonant doesn't know.
yeah, I got a 15 with the hero point roll.
I got a 22.
So Centuria,
Yay.
Of all people.
of all people,
Yeah.
Maybe that means on her world, you were
Seriously.
really bad.
well, no,
Or really
actually,
good.
Centuria, you do know that Portal was a bank robber who was caught by Raven, briefly went to juvie, and then went to Claremont. It was, a good 5 years after all the rest of, after everyone else had graduated and left Claremont.
So look at
So-
Mortis like, oh, this one's like you.
Almost exactly.
Wait, what?
Huh?
And I was out of character. I wouldn't know that.
Okay. I don't know what to do with this information.
Gioni, put those away.
Well, then I guess we have two questions. What are you doing in Emerald City, and what's wrong with Dr. Metropolis?
Is Mars there in the room with us, or is it just
Yes.
the? I'm gonna look dead at Mars, like give him the eye, and like something about this facility caused an unusual reaction in Dr. Metropolis.
And it's not Una's magic. I've already checked.
He wasn't acting weird before he
that's the
got here?
question I'm more interested in for sure.
It didn't start until we got close to here.
Not even a blocker more outside. Not where Raven let us out.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. If you ask for it.
I'm hoping that's Resonant's asking, not Mortis, because yeah.
23.
I rolled anyway.
It started before you guys got to campus. I mean, he was already acting weird even as you were still flying.
Mm-hmm. But it got worse as we got to the
It got
point where-
worse the closer you got, but it definitely was already affecting him long before you guys got out of the plane.
Okay.
Crucible. Check the area for nanites. See if there's anything unusual.
Mars kind of cocks an eyebrow at this point. Nanites?
Yeah.
We'll talk.
We'll talk about that later, and I'll sort of feel out, especially anywhere that I'm gonna feel Professor Cephalopod's suckers. See if maybe Metropolis had any on him when Cephalopod was attached to him.
Okay, so yes, when you search out Crucible with your magnetic senses, there are some free-floating nanites in the air, and there are some that are on cephalopod suckers. And there are also some on Centuria's hands.
From when I strangled it.
Have to decontaminate my tank.
Centuria and Cephalopod, you are covered in tiny robots.
Right to the point.
They
Mr.
gave
Mars,
me superpowers, so you'll probably be okay.
do you have a lab on premises with powerful microscopes?
I do.
Can we head there? Time might be of the essence.
Tui has them?
These things break down quickly.
In the background, while everybody's talking, I'm just going to be listening and discreetly pulling up my interfaces so that I can run some scans and whatnot to see if
Okay.
anything interesting pings.
Okay. What are you scanning for?
Well, I'm literally just looking for anything that's interesting. Strong signals, anything that looks out of the ordinary from a typical technology scan, a typical area scan that you would, like the atmosphere and things like that.
Okay.
Sciencey stuff.
Science thing.
Give me a technology roll.
Okay.
Yes, we also want to compare a sample of these to the ones that we got the other day.
That is a 30.
So your scans are going to reveal that a lot of the buildings here are very well shielded.
Yeah.
Against being scanned. Not necessarily suspiciously so, but the only weird readings you're getting are, now that Crucible has identified for it, your scans can also pick out the nanites in the air.
Do they seem to be sending signals? Do they seem to be active?
They seem to be dormant.
Okay.
So
Max, I have a question.
I hopefully have an answer.
So I sealed up one of the walls downstairs. Do you want me to take that down for your work crews, or do you want me to fix the top wall to make it match?
Leave it as it is. I'll have people take care of it. Yes, no, by all means. I have a lab on the 15th floor that's a private lab. I think that's probably where we would like to conduct our business.
All right, lead the way.
And he looks at everyone and says, of course, you're all welcome.
I will try to scoop up a sample of the nanites in the air.
Okay.
So that we can compare them to the sample we already have.
Sure.
Professor, do you want some of Centuria's blood?
No.
That's a very
What?
That's a hard
invasive.
no.
The octopus took my blood and Bulwark's blood.
She's gonna walk up to him, like real close in his face. Try it.
Why would I?
Let's not set things off again.
Crucible.
Centuria, the last time we encountered nanites like this was after an explosion that gave Crucible and I our abilities. So taking our blood showed what had happened and helped us learn more about the nanites, which
I'm
we
not a
haven't.
scientist. I don't know how it works. I'm sorry,
That
Miss
is-
Centuria.
That's probably why he was asking, since you were exposed to these.
That is.
I'll be okay.
We are going to have to teach you things.
Please don't hurt me, Miss Centuria.
Any things.
What else do you know about these nanites?
Walk and talk, people.
I mean, that's
Mars
basically it.
looks at you and says, this is the first I've heard of them.
I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. Anyone who doesn't believe Mars is welcome to roll an insight check.
Well,
Where's
Oh
that
no,
at?
I rolled an 11.
I
I'm
rolled a
guessing
20.
I'm guessing I'm not hindered anymore. That I'm
No,
okay.
you are no
I
longer
got a
hindered.
24.
Okay, where is inside at? Where can I see that?
I just realized that my Mars was not a GM roll, so you all saw what Mars rolled.
It's under skills.
Oh, got it. Found it.
Resident
23.
Resident has a 31.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have a 29, not a.
Okay.
I have a
Anyone
14.
who beat a 24, or anyone who didn't beat a 24, just can't get a read on him, whether he's telling the truth or not. Anyone who beat the 24, so I guess that's Bulwark, Resonant, and Bulwark and Resonant. He does seem sincere.
Okay. I'll just
Um,
look at him and say, that's what we were coming. One of the things we were coming to talk to you about.
So here's what we know so far. I look over to the Freedom Lead Dark as we're walking. I'm like creating portals like behind my back to get us places faster because I'm assuming the elevators are not working right now because half the wall is missing.
It blew up.
So you're probably here for the Silver Storm. The Silver Storm was the result of an explosion from a truck owned by Redshift
Energies.
We noticed that the Silver Storm itself was nanites that appeared to give many people powers. It's why it exploded, what the nanites had to do with it, we're still not clear on. That's why we came here to talk to Mr. Mars to see if he would have any insight since Redshift is a subsidiary of Mars.
Why do you guys think something else might be responsible?
Dr. Metropolis came to us. We're dealing with a threat against the entirety of the what would we call it, Mortis? The
Multiverse?
multiverse. Yeah. There was an entity known as Una. She now goes by Safunador. And she's a dark magic user who is wreaking havoc, trying to make Earth Prime her final conquest to basically take over everything. It was thought by Metropolis that the influx of supers here in Emerald City might have been something she had done, destabilize the area a bit more.
Well, that's nice. I hope you do a good job of saving everything.
Yeah. Can you walk back to the part where a dark wizard's going to destroy the multiverse?
Can we help?
There's a multiverse?
Have you never heard of string theory?
I literally, when he asked that, I opened
Makes
a portal
art.
right in front of him.
That's a universe.
I just hold my hands up like, yes, there's a multi.
I literally opened a portal right in front of him.
How new are you to this?
I've been doing this
It's,
for 48 hours.
Oh. Well, welcome
So-
to the circus, kid.
So a little bit longer than Bolt there, Bowman.
Thanks. I
Ooh,
noticed.
we should probably talk at some point, Bowman.
Isn't his name Thunderbolt now?
No.
No.
So while you guys are walking, you get to Mars's office, or not office, his lab. And when you get there, Raven is in the lab.
You immediately see, like, it's not even, like, you don't even need to roll insight. Portal stands up straighter.
She is currently looking into a microscope, but as soon as the door opens, says, "Good, the testosterone fest is over and you're done fighting."
Did you know Metropolis was going to go nuts when he got here?
No, but
Thanks for the assist.
Yeah.
My dear, I'm far too old to have testosterone anymore.
I don't know. Wait for the blood test results. Maybe that's something that changed.
No, I didn't know. And by the time I got the Pegasus plane back over here, it sounded like you'd already taken him off this plane. So I figured it was better for me to use the distraction to get into Mars's records before anyone could cover anything up.
Hi.
Good to see you, Portal.
Do you two know each other?
Portal? Yeah, he was one of my projects. He went to Claremont a little after all of you did.
Oh, you're from Freedom City?
Yeah.
Overdrive came out here for a bit, and it seems like this is at least the relative transplant point for all of us.
Well, it was supposed to be helping me ease into the idea of being a superhero, but then, well, nanites.
I will float over to Raven and kind of look over her shoulder. What did you find out?
Well, I was checking to see what notes Mars already had about the storm. Cares he didn't. She looks up and goes, "I'm disappointed in you, Max. I would have expected you to have already done all of the analysis." It's been a busy 48 hours. Of course it has.
Raven, we have some additional samples you might want to take a look at that were gotten off of Dr. Metropolis himself. We suspect that it's possible they might have caused his episode.
Well, if these things affected you two, and she gestures at Crucible and Bulwark, and they're still floating around the air, I'm not surprised that it affected Metropolis. I didn't know ahead of time, but in retrospect, it makes sense.
Part of our city now.
What?
Is it? Guess it's part of our city now.
I don't think so. It looks like the concentration is diminishing in the air. I suspect that they'll soon be essentially untraceable. They break down quickly outside of a host.
And the ones that we saw and researched the other day broke down relatively quickly.
Right. Like I said.
Except for these, because I preserved them.
They break down quickly outside of a host.
Max, do you want me to go get them?
There's some all over. You can pull the ones off of Professor Cephalopod.
I don't think anybody's sticking their hands in my tank.
That's what she said.
Does your tank open? I don't need to stick my hands in there.
You can try. You're gonna get zapped.
Just open the window for a second. I'll get them out.
That's
all right.
You know how a tank works?
Everyone, stop. Max, can I talk to you privately? Of course, Raven. If you'll all excuse the two of us for a few.
Sure.
I like that the GM is just kind of playing with itself.
Right.
Man, I'm not very good at it, but I want to try.
What do you want to do?
You want to try playing with yourself?
I want to try to leave a bug behind.
Oh, I was going to ask the same thing.
We can both do it.
Well, while they're doing that, Crucible, can you get any of the nanites off of Centuria's hands?
Miss Centuria, is it okay if I pull the nanites off of you?
She'll stick her hand out.
I will take 2 steps back and I will just pull them off from a distance with my magnetic
I
control.
will put a couple of microscope slides on my head. You want to put a couple of them right here so we can start looking at them.
Centuria mumbles under her breath, "Can you believe this, Davy?"
I know, this guy's such a tool.
So
right.
what do we do for those of us who are trying to bug the room?
That sounds like a stealth roll.
I was gonna say stealth or sleight of hand, although I don't think sleight of hand exists in
Yes, it does.
It does.
It does, because I have it.
Ah,
Against Raven.
against Raven's perception. What could
I
go
can
wrong?
do it.
Um,
So do,
I'm gonna,
Do you want to hand it to me? My
How
stealth is
famous-
pretty high.
how famous are these individuals?
Very.
Okay, so I'm getting the impression that Bowman's kind of like he's not just a guy with a bow. He's kind of like,
the guy with a bow.
no, but I mean, like
Bowman.
I'm getting the impression that he has like other skills that are like,
He has a
Five
particular
skills.
set of skills.
Yes, he is our intel man.
so Cephalopod will give Bowman a look, which he'll hope that he can read, and then he is going to obviously attempt to plant a bug.
The octopus looks at you.
Okay. I will say that I'll call that an aid to
Yeah,
both.
he's attempting to be the distraction.
Sure.
Aaron, I got a 24 on my technology roll. I spent my hero point
Mhm.
for looking at the nanites. I
Okay.
realize that I probably can't do a lot with the limited time that we have, but at least to get a start.
Okay. I mean, they're essentially the same as the ones. Well, not essentially. They are identical to the ones that you'd found earlier. They are in a similar state of breaking down as the ones you found at the blast site, as opposed to the dormant ones that were still in your blood system.
Okay.
So yeah, Bowman, you want to give me a sleight of hand or stealth check?
With the assist.
With the assist.
Okay, I'm gonna need it because I see that perception check and I don't have a hero point, but I believe in my incredible luck. Oh shit!
Natural 20.
Damn. I love
There it
that.
is.
And I believe if my natural oh shit.
All right. So you guys will
Wait, what did he roll?
Oh, sorry.
Natural
Oh, sorry, yes.
I got a natural 20 on that.
Natural 20.
Oh shit!
And then, that was the only way I could have beaten that perception.
Well, with you had a +2, so
Yeah, okay.
What was the total?
36 total then.
Respect.
I mean,
Extra
technically, I could have
respect.
had Raven use her. Oh no, she doesn't have ultimate effort. She has skill mastery, so she can take 10 no matter what.
Ah,
I know where it is if it's made out of metal.
All right, so you guys clear the room, and listening in, you will hear that Raven is questioning Mars about whether or not he had any involvement in creating, the Silver Storm. Mars will tell her that he did not. He is as surprised as anyone about this, but that this does work well with some plans that he had for Emerald City. She will give him plans for the city, and he'll say, yes, the fact that Emerald City has been quiet for years is not something that we can count on. Emerald City is going to need its own protectors. We've got at least 5 people in that other room who I think are well qualified for it. I was going to offer to sponsor them. There is a long silence as presumably Raven is sizing him up. I think that's a good idea. We'll see if they're willing to take you up on it.
Sugar daddy.
But I am going to still be watching you. Of course. Tell the captain I said hi.
Captain.
They'll open the door and usher you all back in.
Who's the captain?
I think that's Captain Thunder.
Say, Bowman, were you letting everyone else listen in on the conversation, or?
Ooh, that's a very. I did get assistance from Professor Cephalopod, so.
Who totally was like, well, I had to try.
You've never seen an octopus wink before, but
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
I will take a second spy arrow and use the speaker function, but have it quiet so they can't hear inside the lab.
So let me get this straight. There's just like an arrow sticking out.
Yeah.
very carefully placed.
Bowman's super happy he was able to out stealth Raven. He is going to brag about that later. I assume the
Forever.
two badass normal vigilantes hang out.
I mean, she's also older and, probably lost a little bit of step from her heyday, but.
Oh, then he's going to be really happy about it.
Why would Max know Captain Thunder? That's silly.
Okay. So yeah, they usher you guys back in, and Raven will say, look, Freedom League, I think that whatever is happening here, it isn't related to Una. I'm got my concerns about the Silver Storm, but I think that while I still don't trust Mr. Mars, I think that he's being straight with us at the moment. And frankly, your mission is too important to be sidetracked with this for now.
Yeah, if we fail, all of reality falls, so no pressure,
I like
right?
reality. It's where I keep all my stuff.
Well, if we can help with any of that,
We'll be
I know
fine.
I haven't been doing this very long, but I kind of like reality.
If you're willing to help, we may need it. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to face when we finally get to the end point of this, but we'll take all the help we can get. She's gonna give Keone that look that's just like, I respect your skills, but you're still on my shit list for hurting me.
Cyrus will pull out the extra communicator, the extra comm link, and will pass it to Bowman.
Yeah.
This is if you need us or you need to come to town. Just let us know.
Yeah, we'll call first next time.
Of all the friendships, the octopus and the bowman was not on my bingo card.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll slip the communicator into its utility belts.
Well, Raven will then, look over at the Emerald City Heroes and Mars, and then we'll say, Mr. Mars, we're going to leave you and these heroes to your business. We're going to get back to Mars. And then she looks straight at Portal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Let's get out of here, Freedom League.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. Octa Squad, good luck.
You too.
You too.
You too.
Back off the squad.
All right.
Yeah, I know there's not 8 of them, but it's okay.
I'm working on it.
As we're leaving,
I don't get it either.
But I'm an octogenarian.
As we're leaving, I'll turn to Resident and go, we were never that bad when we were teens, were we?
I mean, yes.
Centuria glares at Ethan as she goes to fly off.
What did I do to
He knows.
Centuria?
You asked to take her
You
blood.
threatened me.
If anyone
And
should
you
be
took
glaring.
Bowman's bow. That's like a big no-no.
He was still a man. I didn't
Man,
take his man and leave the bow.
That would have been better.
Because
All
it's,
right.
a sentient bow.
So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap our little crossover here for tonight.
But wait, Aaron, I have an update.
Oh,
So Bowman,
Me?
yes, Bowman, as you are checking in on all your different bugs, an old familiar friend pops up. The arrow that
Oh,
you put on the
no.
Arctic Fox's airplane, you get a location ping off of. Here in Emerald City.
Team, we might have to make one quick stop before we leave.
Bowman, we don't have time.
What's wrong?
Something came up.
You're gonna need to give us a little bit more there, Fletch.
Arctic Fox, he might be in the city. I don't want to leave him unattended if we have a chance to stop him right now. You know how dangerous he can be on his own.
We don't even know what he's doing. We know what Safunador's doing.
He could literally just be minding his own business. What is your beef with this man?
I just don't like loose ends. But yes, you're right. We shouldn't waste too much time with this. I'm just going to keep an eye on things.
Roll an insight check.
Only you
Bowman.
had someone you could ask to look into it for you.
Oh, you guys do not want that smoke.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know.
No.
No,
We don't
We're
want
not-
that smoke.
we're not that mean. No, we would. No.
No.
Bowman,
Roll
roll
that
an insight
insight
check.
Sure.
all right. Well then, Octa Squad, it sounds like you have your things to take care of, and we've got ours.
I got a 10.
You think it's a weird coincidence? You think it's a weird coincidence that the first time you try to bug somebody else, since then it suddenly pops back on? Like maybe he's trying to get your attention.
Don't you a second time.
Maybe it's a trap. Maybe it's
Maybe
important.
the trap.
Maybe it's maybe.
Okay, I know you're walking me into this. I need
All
to
right.
check this out.
So,
We'll deal with it next time.
I was gonna say we will pick up here on next Tuesday to deal with the Octa Squad finally having their long delayed discussion with Maximilian Mars. And we will catch up with the Freedom League Dark and their tracking down of the Arctic Fox. I'm guessing not next week, because I think you guys still have more of Mortis and Freedom League Deceased to deal with, but probably the week after that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So real quick, let's go around the virtual table. If anyone has anything that they want to plug or push before we call it a night. Alex.
Yeah, just make sure if you're here tonight that you come back tomorrow. Oh my God, Green Rover.
Oh yes, thank you.
Come back tomorrow for our Spooktober one-shot, where our camp counselors, including Wiki and Jonesy and Calvin, I think that's everybody who's here that's playing? Yeah. Is going to have a real bad time going to camp. Or a real good time. Who knows? But it'll be fun. It'll be spooky. It'll be inspired by Friday the 13th. So come over and hang out with us for that special one-shot tomorrow night. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Wiki.
I got nothing. That was mine.
Okay. Cat.
I also have nothing, but come watch Brian play in the game tomorrow in this room, being a stoner. It's gonna be great. Andy.
Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Come back next week while we deal with the Freedom League Deceased, and then the week after when we get back to our, well, normal selves as we were playing tonight. Check out our blog posts on Thursdays when they come out. Come check us out on YouTube. Share us with your friends if you like what we're doing. We appreciate all the support you guys and gals have been giving us over the time we've been doing this whole fun bit. So we appreciate every one of you that's come out to help us in that endeavor.
Brandon.
Your English teacher says, read a book.
And Pup.
Don't flurry. Be happy.
Got to get the ice pun in. Howard.
Have a good week and play a game.
Calvin.
Yeah, I will be back tomorrow for some 5e, and also please check out my YouTube channel, Win with Dice, where we talk about a whole lot of cool stuff.
And Jonesy, want to bring it home?
Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I look forward to seeing people tomorrow night if they tune in, or next week and with some more superhero shenanigans. And thank you to Green Running Publishing. They were in the chat tonight and they dropped us some bits, which we really appreciate the support. So
We do.
thanks.
All right. So yes, thank you all for sticking around with us tonight. I hope this was half as entertaining for you guys watching as it was for us, because I think everyone had fun. Remember that you can use the code USPGR at the Green Ronin online store to get 5% off, and a little bit of the proceeds from that then come back to us and help keep us on the air and making content for you. And yeah, so Monday, Nether War, back here for more City of Destiny on Tuesday. Tomorrow we have Camp Clearwater Massacre, blogs on Thursday, and episodes from YouTube end up on our webpage on Friday. So thanks so much. Have a great night.